realize, old timers, we grew up, if you called someone Neanderthal, that was an insult. Do you realize that the most racist scientific community ever were 19th century anthropologists? They're the ones that set up the race and this, and white male humans were at the top of the evolutionary ladder, and blacks and everybody else were lower, still evolving, closer to the apes. So watch what happens. In the 1990s, now that we can do genetic tracking and things, the world found out that Europeans are between 1% and 3% Neanderthal, and Africans are 0% Neanderthal. So in the 1990s, research papers started coming out talking about how creative and imaginative the Neanderthals must have been, and how they used a complete facelift of the Neanderthal. Now we know from DNA testing that pure Africans have 0 Neanderthal DNA. So there must have been some deep European origins of the Neanderthal. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Whether it's deeply in Europe or sort of into the Near East is much debated. But yeah, it's outside of Africa. So, you know, humans and Neanderthals, of course, have a common ancestor about 600,000 years ago. Those two branches go their separate ways. Ours in Africa, theirs in the Near East and Europe. And at some point, they become what we would consider to be the Neanderthal gene pool. And when our branch comes back in and intersects them again, we have these matings and this admixture.
And so we are fertile with each other because we have the same common ancestor, even though we're many, many
years
a
recent one
down from the line. And an interesting fact that I discovered in my own work for Starry Messenger, the book, was we grew up with the archetype of this stupid backward Neanderthal.
Yeah, they're the ones.
I'm sick.
You're sick. Can we sing happy birthday to you? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear legend. Happy birthday to you. Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like 1, 2. Woo! Give a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, legend.
Open that shit. Open that shit. You're gonna love it. 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 You're gonna love it.
Wait, guys.
You're gonna love it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come here, motherfucker.
What's this? What's this? Giraffe. What is this?
Daddy.
What is it?
Daddy. She's a rare species of animal.
Why is she a rare species?
A rare species in her house.
Why is she a rare species? Is it because she's a baby?
Yeah, mostly. And she has different colored skin than us, so that's mostly why. And she's very cute.
Hi.
Hi. Oh. Mama.
You better turn around, Yum. Don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back. It is a neighborhood corner with that.
Come on, Yum.
Rides down this block and these white people start saying, "Get out of here, niggas. You know, get out of my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood." Then they start hitting on her. Throwing rocks and everything else. Throwing rocks. They always say niggas are doing everything. They always say we're doing everything, right? Every time the white people come down the block, we don't push them out their neighborhood and throw rocks and start hitting them. We don't bother the white people around our neighborhood, but when we get in the white neighborhood, they just push us out.
But nothing, you know, they were a piece of dirt, dogs. I mean, that's the way you treat an animal. I mean, God, we're human beings. You don't treat other people like that. It's just wrong. Black, white, I don't care. A person is a person.
skin should have no bearing on how you treat a person. That's just wrong. I hate their goddamn guts. I can't say that I hate them. I can't say that it's totally the kids' fault. I mean, I'm sure their parents had some bearing on the way they feel and everything else. I think it's just the system. I don't know. I can't say that I hate them because I don't hate anybody.
Do you forgive them?
No. 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 Can't take back no hurt. But they gonna always do that. They always spit on us like we some dogs. They always spit back on them. Ain't nothing gonna change.
I'm just getting tired of coming in here.
Man, he don't wait on black people before he wait on we going out. So you prejudiced, ma'am?
No, I'm not prejudiced.
You just said that he waiting on all the black people.
I didn't. Damn people.
Ma'am, I'm not a monkey though.
What? You originated from one?
No. I'm not a monkey.
You originated from one?
I come from God, ma'am.
Black people, all they do is taking over everything. You can't even go into the store anymore like you have black people.
God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I come from God, though.
They're getting black. Every time you go to the store, all you see is black. Look at your hair. That looks awful.
Oh.
Black.
Everyone's against Moroccans. This is why. 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 Everyone's against Moroccans. This is why.
Colin. You nga aggressive guy. You nga aggressive guy. Gis ngeen. Nari nga aggressive restaurant Mama Africa. Oh.
Everyone's against Moroccans. This is why. It's not that everyone is against Moroccans. Everyone's against the corruption, the blatant treatment of other African teams. Everyone's against the unfairness and the blatant favoritism. Like, look at this. You got the Prince of Morocco refusing to hold the cup and hand it to a black team. Refusing to do the honors.
There's the trophy. Fighting a little over who. Is going to present the trophy to the champions. The delivery of the trophy.
Where?
Kind of things don't happen to him. It's just one of them days. But for him, quickly, someone went to go and Photoshop a picture of a monkey, trying to make man look like something out of Planet of the Apes. Because of what? He's done more for club and country than most of you idiots sitting on welfare at home can ever do. This needs to stop. I've said enough. Racism will always continue unless we do something about it on the pitch.
Bravo, Demba Ba. Bravo for stopping a match after serious...
It's so funny how white people call us monkeys, but white people are closer to monkeys in their DNA than we are, than Africans are. And I said, I think white people are more monkey because if you shave a monkey's hair, it's white under there. It's just the hair. It's not the skin color. If you shave a monkey, it's white. And monkeys are more white because they have thin lips, no ass, little dicks, and they take shit that ain't theirs. Just anthropologically, white people are closer to monkeys like Neanderthals than black people are.
My thing is this. How am I getting called a monkey by other brown people? How does that even make sense? If I'm a monkey, you a monkey too, bro. Like, the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Like, Indians and Arabs are calling me, like, monkeys in my comments and shit like that. I'm like, bro, do you own a mirror or some shit, bro? Like, I don't get you. That's unserious racism, bro. Unserious racism, bro. Like, what?
Let me tell you what I understand racism to be. Racism is a behavior system that is organized because white people are a minority on the planet. They are a tiny minority of the world's people. The black, brown, red, and yellow people are the world majority. Not only that, white people are genetic recessive in terms of skin coloration. You see somebody like whose skin is white, if they have sexual relations with a black person, the product is colored. And there is the fear of white genetic annihilation. It existed in Europe, it existed in Germany, it exists here today. If we understand the white fear of genetic annihilation, which was why Willie Horton could be used as a very profound symbol by the Republican Party to win its election, then we will understand what is happening to the black male in this society. The black male is the threat to white genetic annihilation. And so he is profoundly attacked in this society. And if we begin to understand that, we understand what happens to the black family. If you remove the father, then the son is wandering around confused, doesn't know what to do, will get together in a gang, and ends up being depressed, getting on drugs, and going to prison. And in the United States, in Washington, D.C., I believe we have the second highest incarceration rate, second only to South Africa. And so in South Africa, you have black men. You have black men in the work camps, and the women on the Bantu stands, and here we have the black men in prison and the women in the projects, and the male children going unfathered. Now, I say that racism is responsible.
White folks look upon us like monkeys. It is true. It's in your literature. Hey, you know, some of your best thinkers have said this about us. Have you heard of all these Germans? Have you heard? Okay. Yes. They said, Lord Burton, people like that, they said, we don't even have the brain of animals. That's what we've got from you people.
But don't you think that this is over now?
Over where? Is it over? Who said that 8 came from the green monkey? Is it over? Is it over?
Well, if this is your impression, do you think that you can ever forgive us?
It's not a question of forgiveness. I have nothing against you. My point is that you did and you are doing for your survival what is necessary. We can't blame you for that. The fact that we didn't do enough for our own survival and we are still not doing enough for our survival. That is not your problem. You know, even everybody that God has created has a sense of survival. You know, and if we don't develop it, we can't blame white people. You came here because you needed these things. You took gunpowder from the Chinese. You needed them to shoot people.
And once in a while, when you get excited as a white community, you shoot us on your farms, calling us monkeys. You set dogs on us because we're inhuman. You better watch out when you tamper with people that have both the strength and the numbers. When justice will be required, you who is committing the crime, you will no longer be here. But I bet you better make it good by your own children. because you are living a residue of perpetual hatred. It may take 50 years, it may take 100 years, but one morning people will wake up and say, I'm an illegal immigrant in Australia. I'm an alien in America. I'm a foreigner in Britain. Where is my home? Where is my land? And these small little pieces of land that you have taken for yourselves and build yourself lush houses, these small little properties that you beat your chest around, you are going to leave your children with a big, heavy 1 mile stone hanging on their necks. And when that generation comes up, you are fortunate enough you are dealing with, still with us. They are lucky. Ask me why. Ask me why.
Why?
We still believe in Jesus. If a man claps you one cheek,
turn the other cheek.
Give him the other cheek. If a man takes your jacket, give him the waistcoat also. If a man forces you to walk with him, walk 2 miles. But as we are teaching right now an African spirituality, going back to our roots, and we are weaning the children away from the titi of Christianity into their African roots. They will want access to their rivers. They will want access to their forests. They will want access to their mountains, where they can practice their own spirituality. And when that day comes, you will wish you had listened to my instructions. I am saying this in a futuristic way.
The Native American Indian has Neanderthal chromosomes. The Asian has Neanderthal chromosomes. The Arabs have Neanderthal chromosomes. The Persians have Neanderthal chromosomes. And the Europeans have Neanderthal chromosomes. The African, black, woolly, curly, kinky hair, Homo sapiens have no Neanderthal DNA in them. Study. For the more you study, the more options you will have. And the more options you have definitely means the more power. And for those who are going to say that they're Africans with Neanderthal DNA, yes, there is. The ones in North Africa and the ones that have mixed with outside elements.
By 2050, 1 in 4 people on Earth will be African. That's not my opinion, that's the United Nations projection, and it changes everything. Africa will be the youngest continent, full of energy and ideas. Cities like Lagos, Kinshasa, and Cairo could be some of the biggest in the world. McKinsey says consumer spending could reach trillions with a massive new middle class shaping the market. And the African Development Bank is already calling it the blue economy. Our oceans, coasts and ports, one of the biggest job creators of the future. But let's be real. The World Bank warns that job creation has to match that youth boom. Power cuts, transport costs and digital access are still holding people back. And climate change. The UN says Africa faces some of the toughest tests. Droughts, floods, food insecurity. Without adaptation, feeding 2.5 billion people will be a serious challenge. So here's the balance. Africa in 2050 is powerful, connected and young, but still working hard on jobs, governance and climate resilience. So what about the dream of a United States of Africa? The truth is, we're unlikely to see one political union by 2050, but the AfCFTA is already breaking down trade barriers, and the Pan-African identity in music, fashion, sport is stronger than ever. So I leave you with this. If you are African or part of the diaspora, do you believe 2050 will be our turning point? Or do you think the challenges will still hold us back? This is the Africa you're not shown, but I'm here to show you.
I'm about to frolic.
Oh my God! I'm frolicking! I got on a pink shirt!
Why y'all ain't tell me we was frolicking?
I'm still frolicking.
Oh, we frolicking? That's what we doing? We frolicking? Let me get my frolic on. Oh.
My brothers,
I am sick to my stomach. We are out here frolicking when we should be mobilizing so we can free ourselves and defund the police. But we out here doing this, huh? What? I ain't gonna lie, this kind of nice though.
Oh, word? We're frolicking right now? Is that what we're frolicking? We're frolicking? Yes, we're frolicking.
Does everybody feel the calmness? Like the stillness almost that has come over Black people? I have never in my life seen us so incredibly calm as a community. It is almost as if all of this chaos that is happening around us and to us, certainly Project 25 has lived up to what it said it was going to be, and it is doing everything to dismantle anything that we have accomplished in this country. And yet, we sit. We talk about it, but it's almost as if we're not in it. It's almost as if we're watching a movie and we're just providing commentary on it. Like, yeah, they're dismantling the Department of Education. That's really going to hurt us. Or yes, I'm seeing that our voting rights are being snatched away. Or did you see how they've fired just even more Black people? I mean, it's like it's happening to us, but not. And I've been thinking about this. And I think it's because we knew. We've seen this movie before. We predicted this ending. And that's when we were somewhat frenzied. That's when we were out there like, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to fight back. And we're trying to tell everybody. And they didn't listen, right? And so now we're just resigned to the fucked upness of it all. We're just have steadied ourselves. And prior to it happening, we almost readied ourselves. We have been horribly mistreated and oppressed before. And then what we didn't live through, we know our ancestors lived through. So we are spiritually prepared. We know that we can go through this. But it's interesting because everybody else is freaking out because they're realizing that they aren't special. It goes back to what I've always said. If you're not a rich, white, Christian, able-bodied, heterosexual man, you're not in the club. You're us. So we're always been the worst ones to get it. But But it's interesting because the Latinos are like, they're picking us up. And for a long time, they thought, oh, but we're good because I have my papers. And then they're showing, we don't give a damn about your papers. We don't give a damn about your papers. And some people thought, oh, no, I'm not from Mexico. I'm from Venezuela or I'm from Cuba. They're like, damn that too. And Asians like, oh, no, we're the protected minority, the ideal minority, whatever it's called. And they're like, yeah, no, we're going to raid some shops and y'all going too. We're going to go to plants, take your workers out, send them back with no notice. And then, especially white LGBTQIA said, but I'm white. And they're like, we're going to take your rights though. The ones who are seen to slowly be getting it, although they told them when they start taking their rights, their bodily rights, but white women still seem, a lot of them, still seem to be like, but we're your mothers and your daughters. And they telling them, we don't like you. Get off of us. We just want to run your bodies. They're slow to get it. But some of them are. And just Black people are just chilling and calm. It's almost eerie. But I understand. It's like we're at peace But the fucked upness, because like I said, we predicted it. And somehow we know that we are spiritually, mentally, ancestrally prepared for it. Yeah.